Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
On first down, Carr. And incomplete to open things up. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Kenneth Murray with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. K.J. Hill deep for the Chargers. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the Chargers set to go on offense for the first time, and they are led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020. Now in his second season out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Let's go!
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. A gain of 3, second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Now Carr. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
The end result, 21 yards.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On first down, it's Herbert. It's complete to Williams. Williams loses the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Shotgun now for Carr. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw is Carr. Pass caught by Ruggs, middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Joey Bosa, so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing now is Carr. The open man here, Renfro. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Carr completes it. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And out of bounds right around the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the 1st. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. And he works that one incomplete there. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Herbert back to the air. This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Titans who were able to walk away with the road victory. Ryan Tannehill, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Jimmy Garoppolo leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. DJ Chark, a touchdown catch in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Chargers to take over. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Herbert off of play action. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. More from L.A. in a moment. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And Mike Williams was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2019 and had to battle through some bumps and bruises in 2020. He's known for his big plays downfield, but he also can make the dependable catch as well.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Jalen Guyton was undrafted out of North Texas, but he's carved out a nice little role with this offense, especially when he runs routes like that and makes catches.
He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now Carr. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And Henry Ruggs was the first wide receiver taken in the draft a year ago, and he absolutely fit the Raiders' profile of speed, speed, speed. Didn't have the immediate impact that they had hoped, just 26 catches. Hoping to up his game in 2021, and he makes a nice catch there.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here's Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Play action, now it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even 1 step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chargers ready to take over. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Chargers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. More from L.A. in a moment. That throw into the arms of Allen. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On 2nd and very short. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And some space here. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because
blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Carr going to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Carr again. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 45 on 2nd down, Carr. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. The 30, past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Carr connects with Ruggs. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Here's Carr to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Running on first down, Eckler. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Chargers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.